Hello, hello. Yes, I didn't forget how to stream.
Temperature's decreasing. It's now
I have been away
Celsius.
for a bit. Been away from iRacing for a bit, just due to real life stuff, but back again. Unfortunately, not a huge number of people joining us for this this race. Only 8 entrants to this. Let's
It exits clear. Stay behind the white line.
Do a little bit of driving. Lovely circuit, this. Some good vistas. It's nice and wide. Got a bit of an elevation change. Not a lot of round this area of Spain, it seems. Not in this exact area. But let's see. All right. Now you may see some relatives out there. iRacing's recently made a change where we can watch people.
Its exit is clear. Don't cross the line. Okay, Adrian, we've got 2 laps to get the job done.
Watch people do their qualifying. What that means is we're getting sent... we used to just be able to watch our own qualifying, and nobody else's laps would be available. But what this means, unless we were a spectator, of course, what the change means is that we could get out of the car, or if we weren't qualifying, we could just flick on to Luke or Tobias and watch them go around, do their laps. Also in replay mode after the race, we could go back and if someone says, "Oh, had a weird incident in qualifying," we could go back and watch it. So that's a cool thing that came along with iRacing's 2024 Season 4 build. But what that means is, since we're getting data for the other cars, you can see where they are on track relative to me. Of course, they're on their own versions of the track, like normal. Thanks for the welcome back, Vito. Just do a extra warm-up lap on this lap. The surface is pretty smooth. This tyre wear isn't... While tyre wear's high, I don't think the loading of the tyre is all that huge, so we don't get a lot of heat. You can see there we're not even up to 90, or we're only just up to 90.
The leader's just done a 131.81. The leader has just done a 130.13.
Alright, let's see how we can do pushing on the second lap. Oops, I hit the talk button on my... Hope nobody else can see that.
P4, you're now 6.7 off the pace. That lap was a 136.87.
Look at the difference the battery and full beans makes.
The track temperature is falling. It's now 41 Celsius.
Come on.
Car in front has just posted at 134.15.
Oh, well, should beat that.
Sector 2 is 0.25 off the pace.
Dunno. Well, didn't quite get down to first there. Was a mistake. Yeah, he did a 30.6, we did a 30.7, so that's not too bad. So, yeah, Alan and Jarek, I think, are still out driving. Jarek's just finished. Oh no! Joined Alan at the worst time. Sorry, Alan. Hector isn't connected. Or isn't out there. Hector says we're good. Hey, welcome along. VR headset. I have a HP. It's called a VR 1220A. It's kind of it's like a corporate spec G2 in the HP G2. Reverb G2, sorry, in the HP Reverb V1 chassis. It's kind of a hybrid. I bought it because it was cheap, but it had a decent resolution. It's got 2160 by 2160 per eye. So, yeah, that's my headset. It's a Windows mixed reality device, so it will probably stop working soon when Windows deprecates that. So I'm going to need to do an upgrade. Just a race between friends. Yeah, it kind of is. I recognise most of the names here. I don't know how many times Hector's been there. It was mainly because it was cheap. It was about half the price of the G2. So it doesn't have quite all the features, and it's not in the same case, but it's got I think they're the same monitors, so. All right. What are we running? I think I'm going to be boring and go medium soft. I think we can probably run up to 30 laps in the soft, so pits are anytime from lap 28. Yeah. Anytime from lap 28. All right.
58 laps. The track temp is 42 Celsius. The air temp is 28.
Hector's a bit worried, but should be all right.
Okay, standing start. All right, Adrian, here we go. Don't fuck this up. Green, let's go, let's go. Car ahead is Radar, car number 7, C license, and their rating is 1.6. The start's okay, let's get stuck in.
Thanks, Ray. Welcome along. Oh, that was a bit too hot into there.
Car left, clear left. Clear left. There's an incident. Turns, we think it might be Saal. Clear left. Keep it within the track limits.
Ah, that was annoying.
Okay, Adrian, the next car is Barnes. Car number 4. The rating is 2.6.
I didn't hear what Tobias said there. He's probably not happy. I got caught out a bit by...
The gap to P5 behind is increasing. It's now 1.6.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone who can pit and come back for the win, well, although with Luke up there, it will be difficult.
We must be choking, man.
I hope I didn't do anything wrong, mate. I'll have to check the replay.
Okay,
Sorry,
Adrian,
I hope I
you're
didn't do
leading
anything wrong.
Barnes in. The gap is now 2.5 seconds. Incident in turn 1. It looks like Morris Reynard is pitting from P3. I think he'll come out just in front. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P3. There's an incident in turn 7. Looks like it's Loris. Reynard is now on mediums.
Oh. Looks like Hector made a mistake early doors. Alright, the tire's starting to get up to temp. We just need to settle in. Try to hunt down Max. I don't know if I'm faster. Not at the moment, I'm not. 35.8, 36.1 average for me. Geez, if I keep braking that early, the only way he'll catch me up is from behind.
You've just done a 1:35.91. What's your quickest lap in this session? Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Sort your braking out, Adrian.
The gap to Barnes ahead is increasing. It's now 3.5.
Come on, Adrian. I need a bit more bias front. Alright. Driving a bit ragged, feeling a bit ragged. First race back, just gently.
The gap to Barnes in front is now 3.3.
Just threading the needle with that sleeping policeman in turn 1.
0-0.
Overcook it into any of these corners. Carry too much speed and you just understeer wide, and not only does all your time go, but all your incident points go down the tubes too. So it's quite tricky. Oh, got Tobias on a recovery drive. That's about turn 1. How much curb do you want in turn 2? Yes.
to P2. Ahead is now 3.3 seconds.
Nope, nope, nope. Not that curb, Adrian.
P3.
That's how you do that hairpin. Look at that. Nearly half a second. Boom.
You've just done a 135.44.
It's not how you do turn one. I thought it was.
Just keep between the lines. It's the new fastest lap for Saal, 133.67.
I was too eager on the throttle.
To Barnes. Ahead is now 3.2 seconds.
I think coming away from the line just a little gets you less rubbing on the floor. Did have one hit there, but even though I'm waiting for like the 100 board or a bit after, I think I'm still a bit late for that hairpin to break. I know what I'm doing in turn one. Slamming the throttle on too quick.
Stay between the lines, please, Adrian.
I would if I didn't have entry oversteer and then
The gap to P7.
armfuls of
Behind is
understeer.
now 4.3 seconds. One lap behind.
It's like, let me deal with this oversteer. Oops, no, sorry. Psych, it was actually understeer.
The gap to P2 ahead is increasing. It's now 3.9.
Yeah, it's because I'm driving like shit, Jim. Do you have any more comments? Annoyingly, Max is on the same strategy as me at the moment. Was less scary. I don't think it was faster though. Wasn't slower,
It's
at least.
turn 16. It looks like clutch.
Ah!
We just cut the track.
Every 1X is actually deadly serious around here because there's so few allowed in this series. There's the line. There's the line.
front is now 3.7 seconds.
Shouldn't have me at the hairpin, but he will pretty soon after, I think.
Gap to 7th position. Behind is now 0.5, 1 lap behind. Fastest lap for Saal, 1:33.46. The gap to P2 in front is now 4.2 seconds. On your left, clear left.
Alright, out of the goodness of my heart, Tobias. And that's the sound I was looking for. DRS and a tow, thank you very much.
Is now a lap behind.
Hopefully the dirty air through this section doesn't hold us up. Corners like that one. No off track, that's alright. Good practice for if we catch up on Max.
P2 ahead is now 4.7.
Unfortunately, that's not helped us a lot because we're out of the tow already.
That lap time was 1:35.67. Gap to Barnes ahead is increasing. It's now 5.1.
That's better. Yeah. Remember how to trail brake, Adrian? That was too shallow, idiot. They let him by. I'm a little annoyed as well. I was having some performance issues. Hopefully there's been none during the stream.
The gap to Barnes ahead is now 4.8.
I was having some performance issues this week and I managed to unset the dynamic tyres, so my tyres look consistently very shiny. That's not the case, they're just not being rendered. So I need to make sure I set that back before tomorrow night's race.
Your last lap time was at 1:35.75. Sector 2 is 1.1 off the pace. Track temperature's decreasing. It's now 14 Celsius. The gap in front is now 4.3.
So I'm probably just out of undercut range, but might have to try to see if I can undercut Max. Don't want to go onto the softs too early though. Almost went there, almost.
Time was at 1:36.06. Okay, Adrian, lap times are pretty consistent. There's an incident in turn 2. Looks like it's radar.
Ah. Idiot. Broke too late.
Stewards about track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Oof. Oh, Dustin's out.
There's an incident in turn 7. We think it might be King.
Dustin's out and gone. Means we're back on the podium.
The gap to P2 in front is now 5.4 seconds.
interesting that Dustin said that they got a lag spike. Normally iRacing doesn't suffer so much from that because really it's a solo simulator that just happens to talk to other solo simulators, so your local car doesn't really require the server involved at all, except as a validation. So obviously must have had something happen.
Out to V2, ahead is now 5.7.
Something that spiked CPU use.
That lap time was 1:36.57, sector 2 is 1.2, off the pace. Gap to V2, ahead is now 5.7.
Hopefully I don't have anything of the same happen. Just remembering I forgot to turn off OneDrive sync. Whoops. Before I started streaming. So apologies if you see any lag. Oh wow, I got a 0x.
Last lap was a 1:36.20.
I must have been hitting that traffic cone thing, little round things. Sleeping policemen, I've heard them called. Sort of a dome with made of concrete with a metal cap on the top. This is the only racing circuit I've ever seen them at. I haven't seen them on the streets in my home state of Queensland in Australia. Have seen them in New South Wales though, they're pretty vicious. There's another one on this corner. Look at it, little round bastard. That will destroy your car if you hit it the wrong way. Either by eating you into a barrier or just flat out breaking things. I don't know that they're particularly great racing circuit furniture, but I'm also not an expert in that.
The lap time was 1:36.41.
Certainly not any kind of expert that doesn't have the word armchair preceding it. Oh, thought that was going to be horrible. nailing this lap altogether. Good one. Max down there, I've been looking at his race car's back end all race.
The Azerbaijan in front is now 5.4.
Need to go all the way down to second for that. Oh, needed to go all the way down to second for that. What happens if I pit?
I didn't catch that.
What happens if I pit?
We haven't got that data.
Oh, of course you don't.
Okay, Adrian, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
7 of 17. Ooh. Just so easy to rack them up around here.
Gap to Barnes ahead is now 5.9.
So I didn't see what tyres Tobias was on when he passed. I might be able to make it out on my stream preview actually. So he's on softs. Unless he really stretches out his tyres, he won't be making those last till the end, which is a shame. So he's almost caught Luke. So if he could make those softs last to the end, which I don't believe that he can.
That was a 136.69.
But if he could make them last to the end, if Luke pits around the halfway mark, and say Luke pits on 28, Tobias has 30 laps to go. He probably needs to be about just over 2 seconds faster than Luke.
The gap to V2 ahead is increasing.
Catch him back again.
7.0 seconds.
Make up that lap that he's down. because it's a 28-second dive into the pits for Luke. It's about a minute 30 lap. But Tobias needs to make up that extra minute, so that's 2 seconds faster per lap. Which don't think Tobias is probably doing. Let's look when there aren't important corners coming up.
Ahead is now 7.7 seconds.
He's a second, but I think he needs to be 2. Yeah, he's a second faster than Luke. He's been on those softs for 21. I was seeing... Doing 34s, you're not babying them. I was seeing about 2% per lap. So that means he's down to 60% on the tyres already.
The gap to P2 ahead is now 8.9 seconds.
So Luke's let him unlap without too much drama, which I think is a relatively safe move. Unless Tobias has been held up for the last 5 laps or so and can pull an extra whole second out of somewhere. Yeah, put a note in the comments if you're watching this back later on, Tobias, and have issue with my maths. But yeah, if you can make up the minute, about the minute, and then have Luke drop about 28 seconds in the pit stop. Compared to you, you'll be back on his bumper. Gonna be one hell of an effort though.
That was 136.00. Gap to Barnes ahead is now 8.5 seconds.
That was a terrible entry onto the straight, Adrian. What were you doing? Where was the brake? brake to get the weight over the tyres and change direction in numpty. This isn't your first time out.
The gap in front is now 8.6. That lap was 36.67.
So I don't think I'd get held up by Tobias or hold Tobias up for long, but we just should make sure that when we do our stop, he hasn't crept into our pit window. Unfortunately, due to other people having incidents, it's Luke, Max, myself and Tobias are the only ones I think on the circuit. Shame it's a slightly quieter turnout. Maybe I should get up in the wee hours of Saturday morning and drive the SimSpeed broadcast race. I might even get in. There's fewer people than normal registering. SimSpeed TV, youtube.com/@SimSpeed.
36.77.
Well, just search SimSpeed TV. You can check out much more professional broadcasting of this
Now 9.8.
series. The main European 1900 UTC time slot on a Friday night. You get to see iRacing Grand Prix, very own Max Verstappen or Lewis Hamilton. It's currently Jacob Reed. I believe Jacob's on a 8 race winning streak at the moment. And the last couple of races have even included former, well, still currently a professional racing driver, I believe, Emil Bernstorff, also a streamer. So hopefully Emil will be racing for the rest of the season. Hello Wesley, welcome along.
The gap to P2 in front is now 9.8 seconds.
Hope you're having a good day. Thanks for checking in. Fortunately, this race has cooled off a bit due to low turnout for this particular session, but, you know, we're in P3, we're on the podium. Question is, How fast can Tobias unlap himself? And is that fast enough to...
Reeling Barnes in. The gap is 9.1 seconds. You've just done a 136.19. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Is the rate at which Tobias is driving, which is impressive, absolutely impressive. Is that enough to sneak back up and steal a podium from us? Unlikely. It's a real shame that incident.
The gap ahead is now 9.5 seconds. Luke is pitting from position 1. We think he'll come out just in front of you. The leader, Luke, is pitting. Barnes, car number 4, is leading the race. The leader is now on softs. Okay, Adrian, halfway home. Fuel's good. That lap time was 136.00. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Far out.
We've been warned about track limits. The driver in front of us is Luke, car number 2, and their rating is 4.5.
The only time you hear crew chief, aka Jim, who's that voice you're hearing call out the stats, is with me. You may notice he's saying
Is pitching now.
a few other things than what he said before, because that's another update as well.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 38 Celsius. The gap in front is now 0.5.
We can get a few faster laps. No, that whole sector 1, it's just not
Right, Adrian, just
faster
cut the track.
following someone, is it? Right, we'll box this lap, I think.
The gap to Luke ahead is increasing. It's now 2.8.
Did gain us a little time on Max.
The car ahead has just just done it. 133.71. Box in 320 metres.
Alright, soft tyres to the end.
100 metres.
We'll look at where we are
50
relative
metres.
to Max.
Right front 34%. Rear right 63.
Front right was where I was
Pit exit looks clear.
wearing the most.
We've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them.
Be very cautious in these two corners on cold tyres. Oh, let's slow down. Not. Wow, I didn't know you could yeet it that far over.
New fastest lap for Saal 132.37.
Because Tobias has had to do the extra stop, he needs to be 3 seconds faster than Luke. Wow. What are we, 33 behind Max? So let's see if we can chew into that lead a little before Max does a pit stop. Connor! Howdy, howdy. You missed the excitement at the start. Which unfortunately, due to the number of people, has been the main excitement. Apart from the excitement of having me back streaming again, of course. Hopefully a couple of people are excited about that.
Alright Adrian, the next car is Barnes, car number 4, and their rating is 2.6.
Fair enough, Connor. Enjoy the beach, mate. Enjoy the beach. Don't forget to slip, slop, slap. Not sure if anyone who's not Australian will get that, but our Cancer Council had a
Well, that was at 134.04. Good lap. That's your best.
long-running
in the session.
campaign. Slip, slop, slap. Slip on a shirt, slop on sunscreen, and slap on a hat. Since Queensland and Australia in general is pretty much the skin cancer capital of the world. Serious stuff. Oh, 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 oh.
That's a new fastest lap for Saal 132.19.
I bet if Connor is still watching and saw that, or when watching back, sees that oversteer, is like, oh, I would have clicked the entry diff. Yeah, Connor, sunscreen, slip on a shirt, slop on sunscreen, slap on a hat. After all, you are sitting out under the only known fusion reactor.
Lap time was at 1:34.46.
Wow.
Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace.
The only one that's nearby. Plenty out there. Just our closest natural fusion reactor. Wonder if that's a sun safety ad that's been done anywhere. The sun is a nuclear reactor. There was an incident down here.
Pitting from position 2. I think he'll come out just behind you. Barnes.
That'd be
ahead is
nice.
pitting.
Incident into the hairpin on second lap or first lap, can't remember. Got turned. Don't remember who it was by.
Is now on softs. You've just done a 1:33.93. That's your best lap in this session. Car left, clear left.
Oh, we've done him in the pits. Undercut, baby. Nice. Now run away while his tires get up to speed.
Fastest lap for Saal, 1:32.
What happened to everyone else? Various issues. One person got lag while leading. Binned it into a wall. Other people didn't comment before they left.
The gap to P3.
And why some people aren't racing?
1.2 seconds.
Who knows? It's a decent track. I don't understand. People just don't want to give things a go, I suppose. So be burning battery if this was open. Just gotta hit my marks.
P2, that lap was at 1:33.66. Good lap, that's your quickest today.
Quickest, and I was giving a race report. How good am I? Yeah, Luke was saying that this circuit really reminded him of Kota. But then that's another one that people don't like, so... Oh, fucking hell.
The gap to Barnes behind is now
Very
1.0.
nearly went there.
The lap time was at 1:33.24. That's your best lap in the session.
I'm not sure how many tenths that cost me, but that little Bit of on-power oversteer, but it's not going to help. Okay. Alright, driving from a position here. Yeah, yeeted over that curb, Adrian.
Gap to P3 behind is now 0.9.
I don't think there's a crown on this straight. Max is too far away anyway.
Your lap time was 1:33.42.
Throttle legs hurting from trying to push 110% throttle. I don't even want to look at how many laps we've got left. That was shit. Over the curb, Adrian. You have to go over the curb. Corner scares me. I spun it a couple of times there in practice. Uh-oh. This could be deadly.
Is now 0.7.
Nearly 20 more laps of this.
1:33.93.
Don't short shift, Adrian.
There's an incident in turn 3. Looks like it's Barnes.
Oh no, Max!
Incident in turn 4. We think it might be Barnes.
I mean, 18 laps of almost breathless defending was never going to make a great 1 minute YouTube short. I'm actually surprised that I got ahead of Max during the pit cycle.
That last lap was at 1:34.32.
Hopefully he doesn't get on chat and say I was jumping around.
The
At a
gap to
sub.
Barnes behind is now 9.2.
If me being Australian on Australian connection and streaming,
P2.
caused him to go off. Fair play, Tobias. Only 33 seconds off.
You've just done it, 1:34.48. Track temperature's decreasing. It's now 36 Celsius. P3 is getting closer. The gap's now 8.7. Quicker than you, entering turn 15. Times have gone to crap. Come on, slow down.
Yeah, I'm just trying to ease off a bit, Jim. Put a bit less energy through that front right, especially. There's a good opportunity on this track to not do that.
Barnes is gaining on you. The gap's now 7.9. That was 134.32.
Alright, Max, what's been your last 5 average? Let's have a look. Try to relate that back to my delta bar. $35.7. My delta bar is 33.2. Yeah, I don't think that's quite accurate. Don't worry about the maths, Adrian.
P3 is reeling you in. The gap's now 7.8 seconds.
Sorry about that.
Equipment as entering turn 15. That lap time was 134.20.
What time did the car behind do?
Softs.
Okay, that's what tyre they're on. At least you understood something, Jim. Really need to go through and do the proper training for that. Ah, 33.8, okay. Better pick myself up. Come on, Adrian.
Gap to P3 behind is now 8.6 seconds.
Booyah.
You've just done a 134.00. Sector 2 is 0.5.
I was at 33.9, Jim.
Temperature is increasing. It's now 38 Celsius.
34.0. Bit pessimistic. Almost like a computer program that just rounded. I'm going to be on a 34, I think. Certainly can't rest off these last 10 laps. Man, if you get that hairpin right, it's worth half a second. If you don't.
That was at 134.17. Okay, Adrian, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Where was that turning point pulled from? Come on, Adrian.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines.
All right. Now we're serious.
Captain Barnes behind is now 1.1 seconds.
Too close, too close. Run away, run away, run away. Hairpin, man.
That last lap was at 134.42.
Come on.
Was at 134.22. The gap behind is now 3.4.
Come on.
That lap was at 133.84.
Come on. Oh. This hasn't been the greatest lap. Gained a couple of tenths.
The gap behind is now 3.6 seconds.
So scared of that little hump. I think most people are probably nearly full throttle through there, but it's just...
That was at 134.17. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
So easy for the back end just to spin out there. Just hop over the rise and get wheel spin. Suddenly you're facing back the way you came. I need to stop getting wheel spin there too. Otherwise I'm gonna bin it. was slow. Come on, Adrian. Four laps after this.
You've just done a 134.15. The gap behind is now 3.6 seconds.
Once Max has a couple of more tenths, they're going to have to be a big handful of tenths on me. This is looking promising. Just need to keep this up. Notice I did not enumerate a single barnyard egg laying animal. Bach 1.27. Come on, Adrian.
That lap was at 134.51.
That's better. Turn 1, 2, 3. 6, I think.
The gap behind is now 3.1.
That was all wrong. What was I doing there? Luke's crossed the line for 2 to go. It's a terrible lap. I'm going to hand it to Max on a silver platter if I don't pick myself up. Come on. That was better. No wheel spin. Little conservative, but no wheel spin.
2 laps left. You're on for a podium here. Your last lap time was at 134.75. The gap behind is now 2.1 seconds.
Alright. White flag. 1 lap to go.
Okay, Adrian, 1 more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. Your lap time was 1:34.30.
Shit, doesn't matter. Isn't shit enough. That was shit too. That was half decent for a change. One more lap, he would have had DRS. Ha ha ha, nice.
Podium finish, nice one.
Great racing, Max. I think you were only a couple of laps away from getting me there. Hey, Ray. Yeah, there's probably a few corner entries like that. Yeah, I was just playing it safe. Oh, sorry to hear you've injured your shoulder, mate. That can't be comfy. Thanks for the congrats. Hey, Florian. Thanks for tuning in.
You got hit from behind, but
Alright, let's go back to the start of the race and have a look.
I was worried the whole race that I'd cut my nose off or something.
Oh no, was all good. Good race. Or at least congrats.
Yeah, I mean, I was maybe playing it a little bit safe and just trying not to crash once I was so far in front, but I stepped out, I had much more than a couple more tenths in you though, so you were way too fast. At one point you were pulling out like, probably like 6 or 7 tenths, 6 tenths maybe faster than me. I was like, ooh, okay. I've maybe had a couple more tenths in me at best. Didn't find much pace on the soft. I felt okay on the medium, but just not on the soft.
I don't know, I mean, the track conditions are probably within the slowest I've seen this week with the wind. Western is normally quicker, and I guess maybe then the difference between soft and medium is a lot higher.
Yeah, I haven't done very much practice on the soft to be honest, so I probably didn't know what the limit was and didn't want to experiment in the race with a 50-second lead or something, so I might have to do a bit of practice. Although, be a different setup for Sunday.
By the way, sorry if I made it awkward by unlapping myself, because I had at least no radio there, and I wasn't sure what you are doing.
Dustin just being a bit cautious on the first
I was
lap.
going to let you, I mean, you were going to pass me anyway, but my intention was originally to let you pass on the main straight, but then I ran a little bit wide at the that slow sort of down the hill hairpin, and I just chicane, and then I just thought, oh, I'll just let you through here, so then I sort of went right for you, so there was no point us fighting at all. You always got to love that the immediate red flag is someone who says, please be careful at the start of the race. You just know that you're going to get in a tangle with that person.
Oh. Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was him, but yeah. I've seen him in practice yesterday. I sandbagged a lot there. He did a decent quali for 1.6k, but yeah, I wasn't pushing it on my first lap, and the second lap is around maybe 8 tenths or so quicker. So yeah, I guess why he was trying to be close, but yeah.
And I think you might
bit
have caught him off
unfortunate.
guard too, because you got over the curve a bit, so he probably lost a little bit of momentum, but still, he was too close.
The thing is, you probably realise that you're a bit too close there, and you can just do something to avoid it.
So you had a close one, Adrian.
But, yeah.
I was keeping an eye on the relative. It was looking very spicy.
Yeah, it surprised me a little that I managed to undercut Max, but I did, and once I got out the front, I just knew that I wouldn't pass him back if I let him by.
It's not that easy to overtake here, to be honest. Like, you've got that massive straight, but that's really the main spot. So you've got to make sure you absolutely nail your exit. But if the person in front does, tricky.
I even feel like you can follow quite bad in the final part of the corner. So you're normally 0.5 or 0.6 away, and then it's only massive overspeed if you have headwind there. But still then the hairpin is coming up so quickly, and it's so tight that you have to make the pass before the corner, more or less.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you just go so wide at the hairpin and just run everyone off the track. Yeah. I feel sorry for you, man. That's super annoying to be taken out that early. It was a very lonely race for a lot of us.
Doesn't really matter. I won't race him anytime soon, I guess, so whatever. Maybe should not have called him an ape, but yeah, was a little bit frustrated.
I haven't heard the radio yet. I'll have to have a listen. I like the angry German.
Yeah, it was German this time.
Yeah, there's some good shots. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it at that. A great P2. How did we go for incidents? Max and Jarek both were on 15, so they were pretty close. We were only 10. Matched Luke, and Tobias ended up on 12. Yeah. Whew. Worked a little more than I thought I would have to in that race. I thought we'd settle into a gap and end up. But actually, if I go to driver ahead and I find Max, where did Max come out of the pits? I think it'll be that lap. So if we go... no... has to be around here somewhere. Oh no, already on softs there. Here we go. So Max is coming along, does their stop, coming out, and there I am. So I just got the undercut done. Only just. And it was a case while the tyres were cold and Still had were all slippery and from the mould release and all that sort of stuff. Still working their way in. I just had to run away now. So I got a good run out of that corner and just kept building on it. So yeah. Good race overall. And thanks very much for joining in, anyone who's been watching. Really pleased with that for my first race back. And yeah, hope to see you tomorrow night. And hopefully I'll get a similar good result. Yeah, catch you later.